This is the village of Cullen in Scotland. Got a viaduct just over my shoulder there, you'll have noticed. Got a couple of these viaducts in this village, and we've just come to have a look at the reasons why the railway line kind of takes a strange route over the rooftops of this village. So we've got this 8-arch viaduct just at the west end of the town. And we've got another 2 viaducts in the distance just there. And then another bridge to take a look at as well. So we're up above the rooftops and we can see the viaduct where we started in the distance there, look. And we can see all 4 of the structures from this viewpoint here. So there's the first viaduct there, look. So 2 big arches, 2 small ones. We'll have a look at that in a minute. That one there, it's got 3 arches plus 1 that looks blocked off, filled in. And you can just see it just above that kind of taller, creamy coloured house. There's a bridge just poking, a single arch bridge just poking above there, look. And then obviously in the far distance, the viaduct that we started you off at. This wasn't the preferred method of getting the railway into Cullen. Now, I've not seen any records about what the preferred route would have been, but we've basically got Cullen House, which is just outside the village. And the residents of Cullen House, they've got the Countess of Seafield. They refused to allow the railway line through their estate. So that led to its route now, kind of round the coast of Cullen, high above the village, look. Look at that. We'll go up and have a look on the viaduct. Hopefully there'll be some equally spectacular views from up there. Well, that's why we've got this curved, the railway arcs round in a big loop across the top of the village. There is a trail up there, but I don't think you can walk over this end viaduct at the easterly end, but it just kind of finishes there. The railway line just peters out into an housing estate. Look at the size of that buttress there. That's holding back some weight, isn't it, that? And this is that single arch span here, look. Just climbing a public footpath that goes underneath that. That was a climb and a half getting up here. But we're on top of, we're on the track bed now, look. So this has been converted, you can walk on the trail through the town. So I was right, you can't walk on that first viaduct that the main road through Cullen goes underneath, but you can walk on this. It's the second one from the east. And let's just take a look out over the top of the village. Isn't that stunning? Trying to think if there's too many places in the UK that's got a similar setup to this, where you've got a railway high on an embankment on a coastal town. I know there's like Sandsend that's lost their viaducts now. Let me know in the comments, maybe I'm just missing one, I don't know. So we've seen the viaducts now, haven't we? We're stood on top, we're on the track bed now, so a little bit of history about this railway line. So it opened in 1886 by the Great North of Scotland Railway, and that was its Moray Firth coastline. And this railway line closed in 1968, part of the beaching cuts. And here's that single arch span that we're on top of here that we climbed up with them steps from underneath. Just show you over the top there, there's the steps we came up. Not really had a good look at this bridge. It's not really, it's got a lot of trees in front of it, so it's not easy to get a clear view of it. And you can see this railway line snaking. It snakes back and curves around the viaduct and then snakes back inland again there. But just look at the view over the top of the village there, looking over to the harbour. I don't think there's a bad spot for a view in this village, is there? I am conscious that I'm walking in the direction of the sun that's lowering itself in the sky, so it is tea time. There's a retaining wall there, look. It's great that they've been opened this up just to allow you to be able to walk across the viaducts. That's quite a drop down that side though. We're just approaching the 8 arch viaduct now, just at the end of the village. My mistake, I thought this was curved from when I was looking at it from down below, but it's not. It's perfectly straight, look. All those bridges and viaducts still in view. Incidentally, I forgot to mention it while we were up there, the railway station is just beyond the last viaduct, the one that we walked underneath with the road. Must have been a great view from a train, this. And if we have a look down here, we should be getting a view of the river. What river is that? Actually, I was right. There is a little bit of a curve on, just at the end here. So it's perfectly straight behind me, but then there's a little bit of a lip just as you get close to the end here. As I say, I have been out filming today at various points along this line. I've been to Bucky, I've even been further afield. And I've walked on short sections of this one, but it's not a through trail. You can't walk all the way, which is a bit of a shame, because it reminds me, and as I've been driving between the points, it reminds me a little bit of the line between Scarborough and Whitby that kind of comes in and out of the coast, undulating, cliff tops, lots of spectacular scenery and coastal views. I hope you've enjoyed that little look around Cullen, just squeezing this one in at the end of the day. So thanks to all my channel members, anyone who buys me a coffee sends me a super thanks, anyone who supports the channel, don't forget to like, subscribe, leave me a comment if you've got any memories of coming to Cullen. Fantastic to hear any memories of anybody who remembers this railway line in use. So thanks for watching, we'll see you again soon, ta-ra!